When women have been challenged, we've stepped up, stepped out, overcome opposition, broken barriers. We voted, led the workforce, joined forces, shattered ceilings, blasted into space. Our passion made history, but our actual hearts didn't. Heart disease has never been just a man's disease, but through the years, women have been excluded from studies, underrepresented, uncounted, untreated. If change only happens when we know there's a problem, know that cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women. That's a problem. With the American Heart Association leading, innovating, fighting, women are being considered more than ever and counted. We are given a chance to overcome by making strides in fields that once rejected us, by participating in research, by making simple life changes, by spreading the word. We won't let heart disease or stroke beat us. Watch me be counted. Watch me change my future. Watch me go red. Join us in making history at goredforwomen.org.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Go Red for Women Celebration 2020. It is a celebration, and my name is Amy Robbins from 93Q. Very excited to be part of the emceeing and the celebration today. I don't know about you. I am, already missing the room full of red because I absolutely love that. But no matter where we are, we're all sitting in the same spot and different places, and we're all wearing red. I was just so excited that I had a reason to dress up today. I am still working from home. Obviously, this is the soundproof in my studio at home, and Ted can see me on camera every day. Ted would not remember what I was wearing probably 2 minutes after we got off the air. So I am thrilled that everybody is kind of wearing red no matter where you are. I'm so excited that I even have red pants on today because I think a lot of you dressed from red from the waist up. I got to show you my pants though. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Hold on. Can you see my pants? Can you see my pants? Because they're fantastic. They're very nice. They're I've been waiting to wear these during the red plaid days and, for Wear Red, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So I really just had to sport that. I know you probably didn't need to see that, but I was dancing with all of that great music beforehand. So again, I am honored to be part of the Go Red celebration. I got to tell you, we had a run through of this and we were talking all about the chat. And there were like 7 of us on the line, and it wasn't really that exciting. But now I'm seeing, we have up to 157 people that are joining us now, and you're all giving these absolutely amazing messages. So this chat is going to be very exciting. We don't want to miss the opportunity to celebrate with women and connect with this event. So that's the way that we'd love to have you participate. Yes, we can't dance around the on-center ballroom this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed next year, but we have the chat feature open, and take a moment to type into the chat box and share where you're joining us from today. It could be, from your in-home office studio. It could be the town you're from. It could be, I know that there's a lot of businesses that are all gathering with their ladies and joining us for the Go Red celebration. Whatever room in your house. Now, this is important, especially as you're just logging on. Make sure that you select all panelists and attendees from the drop-down menu before you start typing so we can see your responses. And I'm just looking, holy cow, there's I have 87 messages here that I can read through. While I'm clicking on this, I'd like to introduce my co-host, who probably is a little bit jealous, but would definitely have smaller pants than I'm wearing today.
Wow.
She's always lovely. And I got to tell you, Lisa Spitz from CNY Central,
Hi.
weren't you more nervous about doing this from a Zoom than up on stage? I don't know.
I totally am, because as you saw through the run-throughs, I am terrible with technology. I'm still stuck in the 1980s. I don't know how to work anything. My neighbor just had to come over and bring an extension cord, and I am completely out of my so I am much more comfortable in that big ballroom surrounded by everybody. And I just want to say, I love, love, love your pants, Amy. I don't have red pants, but I really want to go and get them right now. And you look awesome. And I'm sure that everybody looks awesome. And I miss everybody. So I just want to say that it definitely is different this year. But We're still all in this together, and we're going to have a great hour right now.
Well, we gotta check out some chats though. Have you seen all the people that are joining us? Like all those pictures that we saw beforehand, all those fabulous people are on right now. I saw, let's see, Ann Messenger. Hello, Ann, who always takes fabulous pictures of us up on stage. I'm gonna miss that. Hopefully you got a shot of those pants. If not, I can show them later. Sandy Baker is joining us and everybody's checking in. Amini Audi, thank you so much. We're going to hear from Amini Audi later with our special guest, key speaker too. So thank you guys so much. This chat just, right, the energy level just all of a sudden just went crazy. So that's amazing.
Yes. I love looking at all these messages. So keep them coming in and make sure that you share what you are learning today on social media, because that is so important. Post your pictures. And if you're in red, we want to see them. Tag the American Heart Association at AHA New York on Facebook and Instagram, and at HeartCNY on Twitter. And please don't forget to use the hashtag #GoRedSyracuse. We are all here today to celebrate and empower women in the fight against heart disease. Later on, we are even going to be getting a lot of inspiration from astronaut Jeanette Epps. She is really awesome, and we're so lucky to have her this afternoon. Go Red for Women is dedicated to removing the barriers that women face to experiencing good health and well-being. The price of being a woman is high, and when it comes to cardiovascular disease, 1 in 3 women will pay with their lives. That is so tough to hear. The work of Go Red for Women is more important now than ever, and we all know with this pandemic, this has been a very stressful time for everybody, but let's be honest, it is even more tough on women right now. More women don't have jobs right now. They're out of work, and the ones that are working, they're home and they're doing everything. They're balancing everything. They're taking care of their kids, their husbands are doing this all while working. And that is putting a lot of stress on people. But together we can make an impact on women's health. We can protect our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, and our friends. It is my pleasure right now to introduce the woman who has been leading this Go Red for Women campaign for the last year. And here she is, Kate Rolfe, the president and CEO of Nescentia Health, and this year's Go Red for Women chairwoman. So hello, it is wonderful to see you, Kate.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for zooming in to our 2020 Go Red for Women event. I want to thank all of the members of my Go Red for Women executive leadership team. They've all been essential in helping raise awareness and to help work towards our fundraising goal during this very trying and unusual year. And I want my team at Nescentia Health, many of whom are right downstairs from me right now watching live in a socially distanced luncheon together. They've been wonderful in their support of me in my role as chair over this year. I've been honored to serve as a chairwoman of Go Red for Women this year because protecting and preserving the health of our community is something I'm committed to, both personally and professionally. As Lisa mentioned, our health is more in the spotlight now than ever before. People with coronary heart disease, diabetes, severe obesity, and stroke survivors are among those at greatest risk of serious complications or death from COVID-19. Those are all conditions the American Heart Association and Go Red for Women are trying to prevent. The long-term effects of COVID-19 could include more people with heart disease at risk because they fear calling 911, have limited access to healthy food options or prescription drugs, and many have had an increase in unhealthy habits as we're all staying at home and seeing. The American Heart Association and Go Red for Women are making an impact in a variety of ways, including investing $2.5 million to invest in the cardiovascular implications of COVID-19. Establishing new guidelines for administering CPR, supporting schools and businesses, and so much more. But the reality is our health is about even more than our bodies. We know that lower levels of education are associated with higher prevalence of cardiovascular risk factors, higher incidence of cardiovascular events, and higher cardiovascular deaths. We're dedicated to removing the barriers that women face to experiencing good health and well-being. That includes closing the gender gaps in research in STEM fields. Women, and in particular women of color, continue to be grossly underrepresented in cardiovascular research and in STEM careers. Recent research shows that women that experience a cardiac event potentially have better outcomes when they're treated by a female physician in the ER. So we need more women creating solutions for women. It wasn't until 1993 that women were required to be included in clinical trials. And even now, only 38% of cardiovascular research participants are women, and women of color are significantly less represented. Women make up nearly 50% of the workforce, but less than 25% of STEM careers. In fact, only 3 out of every 100 female STEM degree holders will go on to actually work in a STEM field. That's why I'm proud to announce the Syracuse Go Red for Women STEM Goes Red program today. We want to help ensure more women are at the forefront of developing science, technology, education, and math solutions. STEM Goes Red will feature year-round local programming that will include community collaborations, scholarship offerings, and a digital network to help increase the integration of STEM into our lives. These activities will help provide the next generation of girls and young women with opportunity and encourage them to explore the potential they possess to make a real impact on the world around them. We look forward to working with all of you as we empower the next generation of brilliant female leaders and innovators by providing pathways for future careers in STEM. STEM is our future for women, and it is at the heart of what we all want for our community and world, so that women may take charge of their health, become leading innovators on industry trends, and make memorable connections, gleaning valuable insight into their health and fight the #1 killer of women, heart disease. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kate. Yes, we're excited about STEM Goes Red, but not only are we excited about the work with the American Heart Association is doing, but the work that they're doing in our schools. This past school year was the second year of Growing Healthy Hearts program. The American Heart Association, along with the Life is Wise sponsor, St. Joseph's Health and others, provided focused programming and opportunities for 7 elementary schools in the Syracuse City School District. The program included special access to health activities and messages with a different theme each month, and it helped connect what the students learned in the classroom to their families and their communities. So back in February, the Growing Healthy Hearts program even provided free meals and ingredients to students and their families during winter break. Of course, COVID-19 changed the last few months of the school year, but the American Heart Association still worked to keep kids active and healthy, even at home. And speaking of, I want to thank everybody checking in from home. I happen to take down just a few people that are listening, a lot from the SU Hill, also University College. I want to thank Lemoyne College for tuning in, something very proud you all are for our keynote speaker. We're going to be hearing more about that. Jennifer over at Tompkins Trust, Syracuse Woman Magazine is also watching today. And again, welcome to the Go Red for Women celebration. Sorry, we can't serve lunch to you today. That would have been a little too much, but we're excited, right, Lisa, that everybody is joining us anyway.
Absolutely. I can still feel the energy even from home. Programs like Growing Healthy Hearts and others wouldn't be possible without the hard work of dedicated volunteers. And we want to say a very special thank you to the members of the American Heart Association Advisory Board, whose names are there on your screen right now, and you can see them there. Some of them are also members of the Corvite Giving Society. The Corvite Society is a group of volunteers from across the county who are willing to support the work of the American Heart Association with a significant donation. And we want to say a very special thank you to members of the Circle of Red. And this group of women volunteers is celebrating their 10th anniversary this year. And it's so nice to see that this group is getting bigger and bigger every year. You can see everybody's names right there. Please welcome the co-chairwomen of this year's Circle of Red. We love Laura Surway. She's the proprietress of Lacey's Tapas Bar and Restaurant, and Rachel Galusha, Vice President and Senior Business Relationship Manager at KeyBank. It's wonderful to see both of you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. The Circle of Red is an amazing group of local women and men that is turning the tide on the fight against heart disease. We donate, we volunteer, we network together to create a community that's impacting the lives of all women throughout Central New York. Fighting for women is what Go Red does best. Together, we can save the lives of all those we love. For the young girl who just went into cardiac arrest at her high school basketball game from a heart condition she didn't know that she had. For the mother who was just told that her heart may not be strong enough for her pregnancy, for the empty seats beside us where our mothers, grandmothers, aunts, and mentors should have been sitting to watch precious moments, to watch life's most precious moments aren't with us. For all of them, for the 1 in 3 women who will die of heart disease, for all of you, we can make a difference. And now my dear friend and colleague, Laura Surway, has a few words to say as well.
Thanks, Rach. You know, I feel pretty lucky that Rachel and I have had a great relationship for many years, and that KeyBank has been very involved with ORED, and the two of us sharing this chairperson position, if you will, for the Circle of Red has been my honor. In the past 10 years, the Circle of Red has expanded its mission. It's created programs and diversified its membership. Circle of Red volunteers helped get laws passed like the pulse oximetry, CPR in schools, and Tobacco 21 laws. These laws have a lasting impact on the health of our community, starting with our youngest members and staying with them for a lifetime. They created the Loving Myself, Loving My Sisters Coalition, focused on improving the heart health of Syracuse's Black community. And over the past 10 years, they've raised more than $650,000 for the work of the American Heart Association while having fun. We never have any fun, and connecting with each other. I miss those gatherings upstairs at my restaurant. We've had an incredible 10 years of the Circle of Red. Now it's time to set the stage for the next decade. Coming up in a little while, you will have the opportunity to join or to rejoin the Circle of Red. Join, please. Join us. We would love to have you be a part of this organization. We hope you'll be a part of the amazing group. We consider the donation of $1,000 or more to join the Circle of Red community right here in Syracuse. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura and Rachel. Amazing job that you do for the American Heart Association. And we're so glad that you had an opportunity to talk about the Circle of Red. And you can join them with this important work. It's easy to donate. You can give via your phone. So you can do so right now. Simply text Go Red SYR. That's all one word, Go Red SYR to 41444. And you'll immediately receive a text response with a link as to where you can quickly and easily complete your gift. Now on the screen now, and throughout the event, you'll see an interactive gift thermometer. I love this, where we can recognize progress we're making to our goal. Today's about raising funds and awareness for our life-saving mission. If you do this today, are you ready for this? Your gift could mean even more. Optum RX, the company of our survivor speaker, whom you're going to meet in just a couple of minutes, will donate $1 for $1 up to $7,000 from your giving today. Now, if that doesn't inspire you to go Red Syracuse to 41444, I don't know what will. Optum RX, thank you very, very much for your generosity. And I hope everybody will be inspired to give today.
That is so generous, Amy. The Go Red for Women movement is all about empowering us to take control of our health. We want to inspire all of you today, but also we want to educate you. Heart disease is still our nation's #1 cause of death. It does not discriminate. It impacts women of all ages, races, ethnicities, and socioeconomic status. Women can have different symptoms than men, and this is something that you really want to pay attention to. Some heart attack symptoms include tightness in the chest, but you could also have extreme fatigue, pain in your neck, jaw, or back, indigestion, cold sweats, arm tingling, or nausea. Do not ignore these signs. If you or a loved one is experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately and get the help that you really need, even during a pandemic. And we know that this pandemic is going on right now. It is still important to reach out for help because emergencies don't stop. Going to the emergency room is still your best chance if you are having a heart attack. Don't die of doubt. Make sure you call 911.
Sarah, oh wait, there I am. Wait, hold on.
Hello.
There I am. Hey, yes, there I am. Sorry, my mouse was giving me a hard time there. You know, yeah, sometimes when you know something is wrong, it can take a little convincing to realize how serious it is. And nothing will bring it closer to home than our Open Your Heart chairwoman, Kristen Rubino, who went to the doctor when she wasn't feeling right but she was shocked to learn exactly what was going on. So let's listen to her story.
Good afternoon, I'm Kristen Rubino. Thank you for allowing me to share my passion story with you today. Last autumn, on September 19th, I awoke to the most beautiful sunny autumn day, though immediately I knew something was wrong. I felt a strong pressure in my chest that was gradually worsening. As I went through my morning routine, I then felt a tightening in my jaw. In sharing this with my spouse and one of my colleagues, both insisted I go to urgent care. I suspected it was simply allergies or a chest cold, but the jaw pain was alarming. As I drove myself to urgent care, I kept thinking about my work commitments and telling myself I was too busy to get sick. I informed the medical staff at the urgent care clinic that I simply needed a quick chest x-ray so I could get back to my commitments. I've always led a healthy, active lifestyle, and at the time, I had no indication I was born with a congenital heart defect. To my dismay, the x-ray revealed that my lungs were clear, but my blood pressure was skyrocketing and I was urged to leave in an ambulance for additional testing at the local hospital. I declined. I've never experienced high blood pressure before, and I had so much on my plate that day and later that week. The physician's assistant, who was seated across from me, spun his chair around, and I'll never forget his words. He said, "Kristen, if you were my sister or my friend, I would implore you to go to the hospital for additional testing. It's only going to take an hour. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your family." And those words spoke to me. Within an hour, a CT scan revealed I had nearly a 6-centimeter aortic aneurysm that was threatening to rupture. A few hours later, I was in ICU. As I was wheeled into my room and prepped for surgery, I kept thinking, I shouldn't be here. I'm not like the other patients in the cardiac care unit. They all seemed older and they looked ill, not realizing that I was among them for a reason. It was such a surreal experience, and I just kept thinking, this isn't happening. I'm in the twilight zone. My first night in the ICU, the medical staff was so attentive, never leaving my side. At one point, I had 3 nurses who were all in my room and refused to leave me alone. I recall around 3 in the morning, of course I hadn't slept at all. If any of you have visited anyone in the ICU, it's noise all night long. It's the worst place to try to rest. So at 3 a.m., I asked my nurse point blank, "Am I going to die?" And she said she couldn't make any promises, but she committed to doing everything in her power to keep me alive through the evening. That's the first time I realized the seriousness of my condition. Thankfully, I made it through that night, and my surgery, although quite complicated, was a success. I learned a lesson. I thought someone as physically active, relatively young, and healthy as me could not possibly have a reason to see a cardiologist. I was wrong. I had a heart murmur, and I should have taken it more seriously. Heart disease can and did happen to me, and if I'd not listened to my body and the insistence of those who cared for me, I would not be here to share my story with you today. The statistics are grim. 1 in 3 women will die from heart disease. I kindly ask you to open your heart and consider a monetary gift to the American Heart Association to fund education, research, medication, and treatment for women's heart health. My life was spared by the grace of God in the hands of skilled healthcare workers. So please don't do this for me. I ask you to please donate for your mother, your wife, your sister, or your daughter. Together, we can change history. Thank you for hearing my story today.
Hi, I'm joining you today because together we can make a difference in the fight against heart disease. You can help ensure more women are aware, have access to care, receive the best treatments, are fully represented in research, and have the opportunity to experience good health and well-being. In just a minute, Lisa and Amy will share how you can text to give today to the American Heart Association. Please know that every dollar is important. Please consider giving joyfully and generously to continue the American Heart Association's good work. I'm hoping that that ticker will go up because I would really love to see Amy dance in those red plaid pants again. How great are those? I go red for Isabella. So take a moment and think of who you go red for and share her name in the chat box. Please don't be shy. We want to celebrate all the reasons why we're making history in the fight against heart disease in women. Thank you.
Our buttons are a little sticky today.
Well, Kristen, you were wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your story. We are very inspired by you. And we hope that if everybody out there is able, they will consider donating right now today. Giving is so simple. You can do it on your phone. We want everybody to take out their phones and their credit cards right now. Simply text, it is right there on your screen, 41444 to donate with the message Go Red SYR to give. And we have that goal today of $15,000. And really, you can help us get there. And we're going to continue to watch the thermometer, and we are going to get 100% participation today. Look at all of those names: Susan Crossett, many anonymouses. And we just want to say thank you to everybody right now, Amy, who are donating.
Yes, indeed. In fact, thank you so much. The chats were coming in left and right for the Circle of Red. So Nellie, Maureen, Kristen, Pavi, Christine, a number of different women, Kristen, all pledging to be in the Circle of Red, either for the first time or also joining up again. So thank you very, very much. Boy, I love that thermometer, right, Lise? And I apologize.
Cool.
I apologize for my sticky button. I may have good looking pants, but my goodness, starting that video takes a lot out of me. So I'm sorry about that.
Best looking pants. And remember, if you donate $1,000, you can be in the Circle of Red. The work of the American Heart Association would not be possible without all of your support. So again, thank you to everybody who contributed today. And we want to give a special thank you to those who have already joined the 2021 Circle of Red. You can see their names right there. And again, we're going to check back in with that thermometer, Amy, in just a little while.
We want to take a moment now to thank some of the companies and the people that made today's event possible. First, the national sponsor, CVS Health. Also, our Life is Why sponsor, St. Joseph's Health. And additional sponsors, Nescentia Health, who I hear is watching from one of their lunch rooms, their conference rooms today. Thank you very much, Nescentia Health. Also, additional sponsors, Kinney Drugs Foundation, Stickley Audi and Company, Upstate Heart Institute Cardiovascular Group. We also want to thank Wegmans. Our media sponsors, as you know, 93Q and CNY Central, NBC3, CBS 5, and CW6. Always very honored to be a part of it, along with Eagle Newspapers and Syracuse Woman Magazine. And the additional sponsors that are on your screen right now, we couldn't do it without all of our generous supporters. So thank you very, very much for being a part of Go Red for Women Celebration 2020.
And also thank you to the executive leadership team members who have been working for months on the Go Red for Women movement. We want to recognize them right now. Chairwoman Kate Rolfe, Joseph Acey, Amini Audi, Janet Billington, Anderson, Rich Bishop, Mara Sharlam, Pavi Shigateri, Susan Crossett, Beth Egan, Marian Hancock-Fish, Rachel Galusha, Robert Galusha, Kathleen Garofalo, Kimberly Graff, Delphore Jordan, Rebecca Lerman, Tammy Lindsay, Misha Brooks Rowling, Kristen Rubino, Laura Surway, Taylor Steiner, Maureen McCarthy Tracy, and Amy Tucker, MD. A big thank you to everybody.
These dedicated volunteers, along with the American Heart Association staff members, have been working to bring Go Red for Women messages of empowerment to our community, including students. Yes, we want to reach younger girls and help them engage in science, technology, engineering, and math, all the STEM careers. This will improve the lives of women as Go Red for Women begins to steward tomorrow's leaders today. I want to share the names of the young women and girls you would like to see. I want you to share and learn more about STEM and go into STEM careers. So if there are any that you would like to chat about that you think might be on that path, we would love to have you chat about that in the chat room today. And you can share your answers as well. Another one of two ways. Go to the website on the screen or text Go Red SYR to 22-333 once to join and then to text your answers. You'll see the names come up right on your screen. And let's celebrate all the names of these girls who can benefit from STEM education and careers. We'd now like to welcome back our chairwoman, who has done just an amazing job in this kind of unbelievably unamazing year, Kate Rolfe.
Okay, thank you, Lisa and Amy. Our next speaker has some amazing advice and insight for all those young women you just thought of. Dr. Jeanette Epps is a NASA astronaut who is just a few months away from traveling to the International Space Station. But first, She recently took some time to speak with us. She talked with Amini Audi, CEO and Chair of the Board of Stickley Audi and Company, and Lemoyne College President, Dr. Linda Lemira. Let's listen to their conversation.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to a special event to help celebrate and support the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women initiative. Lemoyne has had a long and proud history of supporting Go Red for Women. Each year, we have hosted various events on campus to increase awareness of the issue of women's health and how Go Red serves to improve the lives of women around the world. Today, I am honored to welcome one of our most celebrated, outstanding alumni to this virtual program. In 2021, Dr. Jeanette Epps will make history when she becomes the first African-American woman to join the International Space Station crew. NASA announced in late August that Jeanette, a 1992 Lemoyne physics alumna, has been assigned to NASA's Boeing Starliner 1 mission, the first operational crewed flight of Boeing's CST-100 Starliner spacecraft. Words simply cannot describe how proud we are of Jeanette. Since joining NASA's astronaut program in 2009, Jeanette has worked tirelessly to reach the pinnacle of her profession. She is the epitome of what it means to be Jesuit educated, smart, resourceful, and inquisitive. Despite a schedule that places incredible demands on her time, Jeanette has selflessly remained engaged with her alma mater in so many ways. Among recent involvement with Lemoyne have been several talks on campus and her current service on the college's Board of Trustees. And in addition, she addressed the class of 2016 as Lemoyne's commencement speaker and received an honorary degree at the ceremony. Please join me now in welcoming a truly wonderful person and a very proud Lemoyne Dolphin, Dr. Jeanette Epps.
Jeanette, I want to add to what Dr. Lemira said, and I hope you realize how proud the entire Syracuse community is of you. You are truly a role model, and I can't think of a better mentor or speaker for the Go Red for Women luncheon than you. We are delighted to have you with us and are looking forward to your inspiring remarks.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Audi, and thank you, Dr. Lemira. I truly appreciate you having me back on these different occasions so that I can talk to you and speak to my fellow Syracusans. And one of the big things is I always want to give back to Syracuse because it was pivotal in developing me so that I can go on and do all these different things. So first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background. I am from Syracuse. I went to high school at Thomas J. Corcoran High School, and then I went on to Lemoyne College, where I earned a degree in physics. And then after that, I went on to the University of Maryland to earn a master's and a PhD in aerospace engineering. But while I was at Lemoyne, one of the things that I truly learned was, you know, as a physics major, we were still required to take a lot of courses that were in the liberal arts division. So because we did that, I really do think that that was the start of making me more of a well-rounded person that would help me to go on to graduate school and then go on from there to work at Ford Motor Company and the CIA, and then joining the Astronaut Corps. So one of the things that I like to always talk about is my mom. And my mom was one of the pivotal people in my life who helped me get from point A to point B. Me and my twin sister, that is. She was, she divorced after having 7 kids. And so she was a single mom raising 7 kids. My mom was not an aerospace engineer. She wasn't an engineer. She was not a scientist. She had a high school education and she did key punching. And so for her to encourage Janet and me, despite all of these other things, to go on and pursue our careers relentlessly was amazing. She didn't understand why we wanted to do it. She didn't even understand what we wanted to do, but she was a true encourager, and taught us that if you put the time and effort in, you can do anything. And so beyond that, you know, without her, Janet and I, we would have never made it to the point of earning a PhD in anything. And so it was through her encouragement, through the help with help from people in Syracuse and at Maryland, that we got from point A to point B. So big thank you there. Once I started to work, I went on from graduate school to Ford Motor Company. And this is where, you know, we don't have the protections of a school. We're in the full career working for Ford Motor Company. And there's a lot of stress that's associated with this, with moving from being a student to being the person in charge and responsible. So working with the American Heart Association and joining Mrs. Audi and Trina on this today was very important, because one of the things I started to notice was women in the workplace and how much stress we do encounter. You know, from being the female there, it could be one of those things, from taking care of our families on top of that. So the Heart Association, you know, I haven't had anyone directly in my family who has had issues with their heart, but the stresses that that occur in our lives can lead to these things. So being a part of this is very important, because I think women, and young women in particular, need to recognize it early and stay healthy and figure out how to do that. But part of that is also understanding that getting from point A to point B in our careers is, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of consistency, and there's a lot of things that'll happen along the way that you have to handle properly, because there's going to be disappointments. There's going to be days when things don't go the way that they should. You don't get the promotion that you should have gotten. Some other person, you know, a guy in particular may get it. So understanding that things can be, can go different ways in your lives, and understanding how to handle those things as they crop up is very important. And it's important not just for your mental health, but for your heart health as well. So Ford Motor Company was my first experience with work, and Ford was very good to me. But after working there for a little over 2.5 years, I was recruited by another organization, and that was the CIA. And working at the CIA, there's tons of stresses that you can encounter, because you are responsible for our country's classified material and protecting it, and then working out in the field potentially. And you're responsible for writing articles that will help our executive branch of the government make decisions for our country. And so there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with that as well. But, you know, after working there for 7.5 years, I joined the astronaut corps. I was selected to be one of the 14 astronauts in 2009. And so joining the astronaut corps, a lot of people think that, well, you know, now you're in this great group, there's not going to be stresses and things like that. Well, it's quite the opposite, because we all feel extremely responsible for taking care of the International Space Station and our crew while we're there. And on top of that, we have to take care of ourselves. So during our training, you know, it could be training for spacewalk, which is also known as extravehicular activities. It could also be robotics, where you're responsible for manipulating the robotic arm with your crew member on the end of the arm. Or it could be working in Star City, Russia with your Russian counterparts. It could be a number of different ways that we work together. Even some of the analog missions that we do. For example, we do an analog mission where we live in a cave for 5 days, and that's a whole other story. Or we live underwater for 9 days. So we do put ourselves in different situations where we do experience real risk, and we take those risks as a responsibility that we would have when we go to the International Space Station, to be the responsible person to take care of the station and our crew members. So the training is very rigorous and tough, but one of the things that none of us really expect is that we have to understand the culture within which we work as well. Because part of that is also getting along with people and understanding how to work within not just your crew members, but the larger part of NASA as well. And if we don't understand, we can understand all the technical stuff very well, but if we don't understand the cultural aspect of working in all these different places, like working at Ford, totally different culture at Ford than at the CIA, and then NASA is totally different from even other government organizations like the CIA. So understanding that culture can be, or not understanding that culture, I should say, can be a source of stress as well. And so one of the big things that I want to encourage young ladies to do is be excellent, very excellent in understanding the technology to earn the merit. You have to have merit in order to get selected for the astronaut program to go work at Ford or even the CIA. But then as you move into different positions, understanding the culture is going to become more and more crucial as you move higher up, because that is how you'll use that avenue to go to higher and higher levels. In my case, the higher level is the space station. So with that, I don't know if you have any questions that you want to ask Ms. Audi at this time. Should we start into that segment?
We shall. That's absolutely wonderful. We have several questions from students. I have to tell you, this has been just listening to you and listening to imagining what it was like when you first started, and you did not set any limits for yourself. And that is probably one of the greatest things. And we have several questions from students, but I want to begin by asking you, what obstacles did you find along the way? And what did you learn from those obstacles?
Well, obstacles can come in many different forms. And it could be someone telling you, hey, you can't do this. And I've had people tell me that many times. But the biggest thing for me was understanding who was telling me that and why, what their motivation was. So in those situations, understanding who was saying that and what their motivation was, and understanding that they didn't know what I knew about me. And so understanding myself and talking to people that have my interest and my success at heart was more important than listening to someone who didn't have those things. So understanding who was saying what at the time was very important to me, because you're going to have a lot of naysayers. And I get very disappointed, especially like, for example, if it's my niece or something like that, and some random kid will tell her, you know, that she's not pretty or she's not this. I get upset with them, and not visibly, but I get upset thinking that you don't know this kid doesn't know you either. And so why would you give their words importance in your life instead of listening to the people who love you and have your best interests? And so once I tell them that, then their whole demeanor change, and they understand that, hey, you're right. This person doesn't know anything about me. They're just saying things either to just be mean or that there's something going on with them. And so understanding that type of obstacle is one thing, but then there's other obstacles. And this was my biggest problem. I think my own internal dialogue was probably one of the biggest obstacles I had. And so I always had to go back and write in a journal and understanding why I feel the way I do in certain moments, because a lot of self-doubt will crop up, a lot of hard moments, especially when you're trying to achieve something totally new for you. Getting over that hump, working more consistently and harder, and remembering all the things that you've done has been crucial for me. And so one of the hardest things I've had to do was get through graduate school. And I know a number of people always ask me about, well, what was the most difficult thing for you? And getting through graduate school was probably the hardest, because I didn't have an example in my immediate family of someone earning an aerospace engineering degree, much less a master's or a PhD. And so for me, getting over that hump of self-doubt was crucial. And once I was able to get rid of that, I can go forward in a confident manner, not arrogant, but just confident that I can learn anything and I can teach myself anything, and most importantly, and nothing was impossible. So those are the two different obstacles that I've seen in my life where getting over those two things were very important.
Well, how lucky it is for many of the young women who would love to follow you in your footsteps. How lucky it is for them to have a person like you to look up to and learn from and have as a mentor. And so for many of them who are hoping to go into technology and education and math, there are several of them who have many questions for you. And we are going to begin with a question from Khadija Lifton, who's a sophomore at Nottingham High School in the Lemoyne STEP program. She says, how did it feel getting selected? And what is it like to prepare for being on the International Space Station for 6 months?
Well, I love the question because when I was selected, I received a phone call and I was sitting in a parking lot and I was leaving work to basically go home. And when I got the call, I'm sitting in my car and all I could do was say when it was Peggy Whitson who called me and said, hey, we've selected you for the astronaut corps. Do you accept the offer? And all I could do was try not to let her hear that I was crying because I was overwhelmed and overjoyed that, you know, this meant that all my efforts throughout the years have kind of culminated into this one moment. And the journey was hard, but wonderful. And it was amazing to get to that point. And so it all came together in that one moment. And you do feel overwhelmed. And so if you're crying for joy, it is, it's a great feeling. And
you would like the next question because it's very much along the way you're feeling. And this comes from Alia Elliott Felder, who's a senior at Syracuse Academy of Science and Lemoyne STEP program. And the question is, how are you feeling about joining the space mission? Nervous, happy, etc.? So choose your own words. I can't wait to hear you say them.
Well, those are wonderful words. When I was told that I would be joining this group, Sunita Williams and Josh Cassada, I was overwhelmed and overjoyed, partly because I know those two. They are a lot of fun, both extremely hard workers, but mixing hard work with fun and melding into a crew together will be easy with them, very easy. And so that is one of the best things about being selected for a mission, just in general, being selected. But then on top of that, the crew that you get is also another aspect to be overjoyed about, because, you know, I've done a lot of analog missions and I've been truly, truly blessed, especially during NEMO, which is the underwater analog mission that we did some years ago, where we lived underwater for 9 days. And our crew was wonderful. And we really did meld in order to become a really good crew. We rallied around the idea that we have this common mission and we worked together to get everyone through to the end. And it's just a wonderful feeling when you join a crew and then you actually meld into becoming this operational crew that works well together. And you execute the mission and you come back home. To me, there's no better feeling. And that's how I feel about this group, is that we're gonna work well together. We're gonna do a lot of great things together on the space station. And then we're gonna come back and look back on that and say, wow, that was amazing. We couldn't recreate that even if we tried. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So the preparation to get there it's gonna be interesting to get to that point, but we're gonna have fun doing it.
Well, great. It's all about hard work should be accompanied by fun, whatever it is that we do. Our next question comes from Hajira Muhammad, who's a Lemoyne Step Henninger High School sophomore. Can you explain more about the mission on the International Space Station?
Yes. So the mission of the International Space Station, the ISS, in general, it is the largest experimental floating laboratory that we've ever had. And it's very international on top of that. So one of the things we've been exploring is how does the human body behave when you take away gravity or we operate in microgravity? So our bodies change quite a bit. So when you take away just the force of gravity, you look at your genetic expression changing. So some genes turn on and some genes turn off. We have bone density and muscle issues and cardiac issues. So understanding all of these things on the International Space Station will be work that we can take to the moon. And then once we establish a presence on the moon, we can take all of that data and try to establish that on Mars. So we don't want to just go from Earth to Mars just yet, because there's a lot of research that we have to do. So we're going to use the moon as a stepping stone to get to Mars. And so the mission of the space station is to experiment with a space station itself, conduct other experiments on the human body, conduct experiments on materials and radiation protection materials, to experiment on animals, different things like that, not necessarily to in the normal sense, but in a humane way, to understand the human body. And also, how do we develop, for example, we had a 3D printer on board at one point in time. You know, how do we make our own tools, say if we're on the moon and we need a special tool to fix something or to build something. So understanding all of these things on how to have an artificial environment. We were talking a little bit earlier about the humidity on the International Space Station. Then the atmosphere on the space station is totally artificial. We make it ourselves. So there's oxygen that we have to supply, nitrogen, a little bit of humidity as well, and pressurizing the cabins as well. So there's a lot of great things that we can learn on the International Space Station that will help us to get to the moon and then establish a presence on the moon and stay on the moon. And then beyond that, how do we get to Mars? And how do we develop food? How do we develop countermeasures for the human body? How do we build protective shelters from radiation? So there's a great mission that we have on the International Space Station. But one of the best things for us here on Earth is a lot of that technology that we develop can be used here on Earth. You know, the development of the GPS system, the development of countermeasures for osteoporosis and other medical countermeasures for the human body. A lot of that can be used here on Earth. And there is a great website that I'll have to get that tells you about all of the different technologies that were developed on the International Space Station that are being used here on Earth. So.
Great. And Deanne Spencer, who's a Lemoyne C-STEP student and physics pre-engineer sophomore, asks, what motivates you, especially during these challenging times?
Well, it's interesting because I'm always surprised that the students kind of motivate me the most. And I'm surprised by that because I don't have any kids of my own, but I have nieces and nephews. And every time I look at them, I think of, well, you know, how can I use this? And what should I tell students? What is it that they need to know in order to be successful? I think that a lot of kids are dealing with the isolation in various ways. And so talking to them during this time has become very important for me, and helping them to understand that, you know, you're going to have times like this. This is a part of the journey. Enjoy the moment that you're in, and then use it for, you know, moving forward into the future and developing things. And how do you want to help people, understanding that we really are in this together. So how do we help each other rather than isolating ourselves and pushing people away? I don't think that helps anyone. And I think talking to students and motivating them, my creative time and my youth is not gone, it's still in there, but I think the younger generation, they're so much more creative and so much more, they're becoming more activists and they're caring about the world. And I want to encourage that. I want to encourage that as much as I can. And I want them to lead us into the future, since they will be our future leaders.
Well, Jeanette, thank you so much for being with us and for your inspiring comments. We will be following your journey with much interest and pride.
And thank you so much for having me, Amini. I really appreciate doing this. And I love Syracuse. So if there's any time that you want to call on me, please feel free. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Safe flying.
Wow, that was incredible. Thank you so much to Dr. Epps, and good luck on her mission. She really is so inspiring with women in STEM, and that was just fascinating to listen to, and we're so proud of her since she's from Syracuse. Now let's take one last check on our donations today. And remember, you can easily donate. It's right there on your screen. Just text to 41444 to donate, and make sure you have the message Go Red SYR. I mean, Amy, what did you think? I know that your pants are very exciting, but I mean, she is just literally out of this world. Like,
that's right. My pants have nothing on Jeanette Epps. My goodness, she's amazing. Holy cow. I'm sorry. Am I seeing that thermometer right, that we raised $17,766? Holy cow. Thank you so much. Over our goal? That is amazing. Thank you so much. Talk about inspiration and educational. You know, I got to tell you, when they said Go Red was going virtual, Lise, there was so much energy in the room. I didn't know if it was possible, but we virtually brought it with all of our fabulous people that were watching. So thank you so very much. You know, talk into the chat box your biggest takeaway today. It could be something that inspired you, something that surprised you, something that you learned. But, you know, no matter what, we thank everybody for being a part of this fabulous afternoon.
Absolutely. Now, of course, we hope that we can all be together in person next year. And I have to say, I think we're going to appreciate it so much. And you and I will be out there. We promise you and I will be out there dancing or doing whatever anybody wants next year. But we do want to thank everybody so much for joining us this afternoon. We hope that you feel empowered, inspired, and ready to live a longer, healthier life.
But talk about dancing. I happen to hear the song that we're ending with. So everybody get up off your seats. We need Evelyn Ingram from Wegmans. Get up off your seats and do some dancing. And again, have a great afternoon. Thank you so much. Thank you for contributing all of those generous dollars and letting the Go Red experience continue. And yes, Lise, we'll be back up on stage, and we'll be even better in person, right?
Yes.
Have a great afternoon. Thanks, everybody.
Let's go, girls. Come on. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise, really raise my voice. Yeah, I wanna scream and shout. No inhibitions. Make no conditions, get a little out of line. I ain't gonna act politically correct. I only wanna have a good time. The best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun. Oh, go totally crazy. Forget I'm a lady. Men, shirt, short skirts. I feel like a woman. The girls need a break tonight. We're gonna take the chance to get out on the town. We don't need romance, we only wanna dance. We're gonna let our feel like a woman. Come